Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today we have Plini's Paper Moon Part 3. Okay, we're starting off exercise 1 on the high E string by sliding to 17. From there we're going to pull off to 14, then to 12. From there we're going to legato our way to the following notes. B string 14, 12, G string 14, 11. And then we're going to pick 12 high E. From there we're going to move on to the following sequence. We're sliding into 14 on the B string, pulling off 12, pulling off 10. Then we're going to legato our way again to the following notes. G string 11, 9, D string 11, 9, slide to 6, back to 7, now we're going to move on to a sweeping pattern. That's starting on the D string 14, and we're palm muting until the last high E note. So that's 14, G, 14, 12, B string, and then 12 high E. For the next exercise, we're repeating the first two sequences. However, once we're on the ninth note here, we're going to slide upwards on the fretboard to 14. Then we're going to pick 14 on the B, bend it, release bend, pick 12 on the B, slide to 14. Then slide on the high E, 17, 16, B string 17. Okay, for the following exercise, we're starting on the low E string with a bend on 11. And then release. So we're actually picking that release note. So that's 11 bend, and then open note 0. Then you play open note 0 again, hammer on 4, 7 on the low E. From there moving on to the D string 14, hammer on 7, pull off 4. So that's... From there we're moving on to the A string 7, pull off 4, hammer on 5, hammer on 7. And there we're going to go to the D string 4, hammer on 6, hammer on 7, G string 4, hammer on 6, hammer on 7, then 5 on the B. So that's... Now we're going to move on to the chunkier parts, the more heavier parts of the riff. So that's barring the 2nd fret, 3 strings, but on the 3rd string you're adding the 6 with your pinky. So you're going to play 2 and 6 on the A and D, and then chug twice on the lower end with palm mute. Then you're going to move with the chord on the A and D for the 7. So that's... And then you're going to shift higher to 11, 14. Same process, so you're barring 11, the 3 strings, with the added 14 on the 3rd string. Adding the 2 chugs, we're going to move on to the following chords. That's 11 on the A and 13 on the G. So what do we have so far? From there, we're going to play that 3 times. Shift to 12-14. Shift to 7-9. Shift to 9-11. Then you're going to stop letting the notes ring. You're going to shift to this chord here on the higher strings. You're going to play open note D, 9 on the G, 7 on the B, and 5 on the E. So what do we have so far? Alright, so for the following exercise, you're just repeating the whole riff again, except instead of ending on this chord here, you're going to end on some heavier chugs, mixing it with some high note chords. So we end right here on 12-11. You're going to chug all 3 strings, lower strings, and then you're going to play picking upwards. That's 0, 7 on the B, so that's 0 open note, 7 on the B, and 9 on the G. Chug, high notes, chug, high notes, chug. So what do we have? Alright, so all you need to know is the pattern at which you're picking the notes and also what are the chords that you're using. Okay, so first let's go through the pattern. So that's cycling 3 times through A, B, and G, and then A and B once, and then you shift to the next chord. So what are the chords? That's 2, 5, 2, starting from the G. You're barring the 2 and then using your other fingers to shift around the other notes. So 2, 5, 2. Then adding your index to the 4 on the high E. And then adding your pinky, barring with your pinky the B and E string. That was a tricky one, by the way. It's a little bit of a yoga. A little bit of a yoga stretch. And then the last chord is going from G, B, and E, 7, 5, and 9. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Be sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave any comments below. I'll be sure to read them, and I will see you all again next time.